Today we're going over a simple approach for the freestanding handstand. Handstands work our shoulders, upper back, and triceps. They improve our balance and proprioception, our awareness of where our body is in space. You'll need a wall, some floor space, and a mat or soft surface. Handstands can be done in a variety of places, including the floor, parallettes, and rings. Balancing on our hands works the same way as our feet. If we start to fall forward over our toes, we have to dig our toes into the floor to stop us from falling. When falling backwards, we dig our heels into the floor, but we don't have as much leverage, so we can't help as much here. In the handstand, when the feet are going over the head, dig the fingers into the floor. When the feet are falling back, dig your palms into the floor. Handstands put a lot of strain on our wrists, especially at the beginning, so we'll do some exercises before starting. Be sure to keep the arms straight and palms on the floor as you rock. Start with simple forward, sideways, and backward rocks to loosen your wrists and forearms. Next, we'll use wrist push-ups to strengthen them. Start on your hands and knees, making sure to keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Make sure to keep a hollow shape. Lower the back of your hands down to the ground and touch your chest to the floor at the bottom of the movement. As these get easier, move your hands further from your knees until you can do them in a full push-up. Notice how there's an angle in my hips, and then as you walk out, that angle disappears into a straight line. Take your time and don't rush these. They should feel relatively easy. We don't want to work the wrists too hard since they're a sensitive area and need time to adapt. Starting a plank against a wall, hands should be shoulder width or slightly wider. Keep a hollow shape by pressing into the floor. Start by walking one foot up at a time. Only go a little bit and walk back down to the plank. As your feet walk higher, start bringing your hands back towards the wall. Continue increasing the height you walk until you're able to walk to a full wall handstand. Repeat for reps. Make sure to descend with control. Don't just slide or flop down. Take your time with this and listen to your body. Be safe. Next, the wall hold. Walk to the handstand and hold for time. Press into the floor so your shoulders touch your ears. You can look at the wall or your hands, but you don't want your head sticking out. I personally prefer to look at my thumbs as that's where I'll be looking in a freestanding handstand. Knees should be straight and feet should be pointed with heels together. Next up, the floating wall handstand. We'll now get a feel for free balancing. We'll start by walking to our handstand. Take one foot off the wall, then slowly bring the other foot off the wall. Tap it to the other foot, then bring it back to the wall. Repeat for reps. Once tapping gets easy, work on holding both feet together for time. Bring your foot back to the wall to help with balance as needed. Be sure to keep the chest and stomach off the wall when bringing your feet together. Squeeze your legs and point your feet to help with overbalancing. In the event that you do overbalance, it's important to know how to bail. You can either step out, just make sure you have enough room, there aren't any obstacles around you, or roll out. Always tuck the chin to your chest, bend your arms, and land on your upper back. not your neck. Remember, be safe. The majority of your handstand time will be spent here, so be patient, take your time, and don't rush it. Once you can consistently hold your feet together, you can try the freestanding handstand. Make sure you have a nice open area with no obstacles around you. Start in a lunge and practice kicking up to a handstand. Don't worry about holding, just get a feel for what it's like to kick up. Once that becomes easy, you can start to work on balancing. Dig your fingers into the floor, push through your shoulders, squeeze those legs, and point your toes. Remember the cues on bailing, either step or roll out. Always be safe. Once you get your freestanding handstand, you open the doors to press handstands, handstand push-ups, 90-degree push-ups. It takes time, but it's worth it in the long run. Appreciate you watching. Leave any questions or future video requests in the comments below. See you in the next one.